My name is Warren King, and this is a video of an exercise program completed on the 30th of 12th, 2020. Okay, now Beth, we're going to perform some dynamic stretches.
Okay.
This is a great way to help prevention of injury, help range of motion, and just to help warm up the muscles to get them ready for exercise. So now we're going to stand about shoulder width apart. Okay, and now we're going to perform arm swings. So you're going to lift her arms just in front of her like so, about shoulder width height, and she's just going to swing from up and down, from up and switching arms like so, like a scissor. This will help. It's going to help warm up the pectorals and the deltoids and the upper body. Just going to perform this for about a minute. Keeping arms up, straight, in a good posture. Try to keep it loose, your arms loose when you swing through. Now Beth's completed arm swings. She's going to do now leg swings. This is a good way to warm the hips. So she's going to swing like so, holding my shoulder just to help with balance. Each side for about 30 seconds. It's good. Now the other side, keeping a good posture, like so. That was good before. Yeah. Now just going to perform for another 30 seconds, and then we'll go to the next dynamic stretch. Now Beth completed the leg swings. She's now going to perform some arm rotations. So keeping her arms just to the side of her like so, and just rotating forward 30 seconds like so. Beth's just going to copy me, keeping a good posture, head straight. Just going to perform this for about 30 seconds, and then switching from rotating forwards to backwards. Now that Beth has completed the arm rotations, she's now going to perform toe touches. So just keeping a great posture like this, Beth, if you want to watch me first. I'm just going to keep a good posture like so, keeping my head forward and slowly going down, touching my toes, but only going as far as my flexibility will allow me. So just going down as far as I can. And like so. Try not to bend the knees, but sometimes it's very hard not to. Just as much as possible, and then up, just like that. Okay, now Beth, you're going to perform toe touches. Now Beth's completed her dynamic stretches, and we're going to move on to a light cardio movement of the elliptical trainer just to help with the warm-up. Okay, now we're going to perform the knee push-up. So I want to demonstrate to Beth how to perform the knee push-up. So just getting on the hands and knees, keeping back straight, keeping about shoulder width apart, elbows tucked in, back, keeping back straight, and also just keeping your abdominals tightened as you go through. And just holding yourself down. And then performing 12 repetitions.
Yes, you can. You can cop the ending.
Okay.
And you can cop the start of these two. Yeah? How many?
12. No, but I'm going to go back and do that. You can't be asking me how many.
It's okay.
Now Beth's going to perform her 12 repetitions of the knee push-up. Keeping her back straight, good in good posture. Keep positioning her head straight, like so. Performing 12 good full range of motion repetitions. Keeping it 2 in 2 tempo. She performs it. So 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. Sorry, Beth. After Beth has performed her 1 minute rest, she's ready to do her second set. Now she's about to perform her second set of the knee push-up. It's good, Beth. Good technique. Keeping it 2 and 2 tempo again. That's 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. So I'm just going to explain something about the agonist muscle. An agonist muscle is a muscle pretty much performing the force of the movement. Like the pectorals in this movement would be the agonist muscle. So it was basically the muscle that's doing the work. The antagonist is pretty much the opposite muscle, which would be like the latissimus dorsi. So this muscle just reacts on having to relax and help keep the other muscle stable through the movement. Beth has now finished her first exercise, which is the knee push-up. Now she will perform her next exercise. Thank you. Okay, now Beth's going to perform her second exercise, which is the body weight squat. She's going to keep her feet about shoulder width apart, head straight up, keeping back in a neutral position, keeping your abdominals tight. So you want to breathe in as you're doing dropping your body down, and breathing out as you lift up. So and keeping the 2 and 2 tempo. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Performing 12 repetitions of this. And Beth's going to perform the movement. So your shoulder width apart, back in a neutral position, keeping straight, head forward. That's it. Going down, perfect like that. Going about 90 degrees. So she's going to perform 12 repetitions of this. So a good way to monitor intensity is to be able to talk if I can talk to Beth using a talk test. I know that she will be about 2 to 3 RPE. So just talking to Beth. Beth, are you okay?
Yeah.
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 Is it feeling good?
Feel good. I can feel it working.
Yeah, she feels it works. She's a bit out of breath, but I can talk to her, so that's good. Good way to monitor intensity. Also, you can do resting heart rate pre-training, and then monitor it throughout the training, just to see what the base would be. Okay, thank you. Now she's going to perform her second set of bodyweight squat. Beth has now just had her 1 minute rest for her first set of bodyweight squat. Now she's going to perform a second set. Keeping shoulder width apart again, back in a neutral position, just like so. Keeping head forward, chest out. That's it. keeping a 2-2 tempo. 2 seconds up, 2 seconds down. That's it, Beth. That's good form. And perfect tempo. So Beth has now completed, just about to complete her second set, and after a 1 minute rest, she's on to her third set. Now Beth's about to complete her third set of bodyweight squat. So keeping shoulder width apart again, back in neutral position, chest forward. Beth is just about to complete her third set of bodyweight squat, and now next on to the next exercise. Thank you. Is this on or off?
Yeah, no.
Now Beth's gonna do her first set of bent over barbell rows. This is a great exercise for the back. It's good pulling motion. So I'm gonna demonstrate it first, just to show Beth. So I'm gonna grab the bar from bending my knees, almost like a deadlift position. I'm gonna have palms facing out like this, forward, holding about shoulder width apart, lifting up into this position, bending over. So they're keeping back straight, knees slightly bent, and your head straight forward, and then pulling it into almost like my belly button. Getting into tempo, 2 and 2 tempo, just like so. Head forward. Beth's going to complete 12 repetitions of that with 3 sets. Shoulder apart, keeping back straight, lower, back down, bending over, like so, keeping back straight, performing 12 reps, 1, 2, that's it. I'm just going to talk about the central nervous system and how important it is in our training. The central nervous system controls every muscle in our body. It's the reason why we move, the reason why our muscles can do anything. So doing exercise takes a toll on our central nervous system, not only just our muscles. So lots of things like cardio and things like that can also take a toll on our central nervous system. So we must always think that overtraining can put a big toll on it. There's a lot of symptoms that you can get from your central nervous system being taxed. Things like being irritable, hard to sleep, also just feeling very drained, things like this. This is like overtraining. So central nervous system is a very important thing that we have to take care of and consider when we're training. Thank you. Now Beth's going to perform a second set of bent over rows with the barbell. Just getting in the same position as it was before, keeping knees slightly bent, pulling it into her belly button, keeping elbows slightly in, not too flared, keeping chest out. Perfect form right there. Performing 12 repetitions with a 1 minute rest in between. Now Beth's going to perform her third set of the bent over row with the barbell. In the same position again, knees slightly bent, keeping elbows in, pulling to the belly button, keeping your chest out. That's it, Beth, you're doing it well, doing it perfect form. That's it. Keeping a 2 and 2 tempo. This is her last set, so she's a bit tired now. Pushing through. That's good, Beth. I'm very impressed. So that's it. One more. Come on, push. How many more you got? That's it. 2, 1. One more. Come on. That's it. Perfect. Now Beth's completed her third set of the bent over row with the barbell. Now she's going to do some static stretches followed with the elliptical trainer again, just to finish off with a cool down. This will just help with the muscles recovery and prevention of DOMS, which is onset muscle soreness. Thank you. Now Beth's going to perform her last exercise, which is a static lunge. She's going to perform 12 reps each side, and then having a 1 minute rest in between until the next set. So I'm just going to demonstrate for Beth. I'm going to take a step forward, and then about an even step, keeping your leg almost in a right angle position when you lower yourself down, like so. Keeping a 2 and 2 tempo, performing
What's up, guys?
12 repetitions on each side.
And today we're going to be going over the lunge and some variations.
Alright, now Beth's about to perform her last exercise, which is the static lunge. I'm just going to demonstrate first for Beth how to perform it. So I'm going to take a step forward, keeping my my knee at about a right angle position as I lower myself down, keeping my abdominals tightened and my back straight. Slow down, keeping a 2 and 2 tempo. I want to perform 12 reps on each side with 1 minute rest in between. Okay, Beth, just like so. Okay, now Beth's going to perform the exercise. Okay, lowering yourself down. Just like that, perfect. That's it, Beth. That's good form right there, keeping her back in a good alignment. Lowering herself down slowly, 2 and 2 tempo. This will be performed with another set of 12 repetitions on each side. Now on to the next set. Now Beth's performing her second set of static lunges. So she's going to get into the same position as before. Now lowering herself down. So she's done previously 12 reps of each side before. She's going to perform another 12 reps on each side.
Yeah.
Okay, now Beth's going to perform her next on the other side. So doing it on the other side. Beth's going to perform 12 repetitions on the other side with 1 minute rest and onto the third set. Now this is Beth's third set of the static lunge in the same position as before. Lowering herself down, giving a 2 and 2 tempo, back straight, head forward, chest out. That's it. She's going to 12 repetitions on each side, and then Beth is going to complete her cool down. Now Beth's just going to perform some static stretches for her cool down. First is the overhead tricep stretch. I'm just going to demonstrate. Stand up like this, keeping your arm touching your shoulder blade on the opposite side, then holding your elbow and pulling down, holding this position. I'm going to hold this position for about a minute or so, 30 seconds or so, and then switching to each side, sorry. Like so, and then switching to the other side, hold for about 30 seconds. So Beth is going to demonstrate, she's going to do the exercise. So, this is great for stretching out the deltoids as well, and the shoulder blade. It's really getting a good stretch in there. This on the other side, about 30 seconds. After she's done that for about 30 seconds each side, she's now going to perform a pec stretch. She's just going to perform this on an object like a pole or something like this. I'm going to take Beth over here to this pole over here. I'm going to demonstrate first. So you're just going to hold the pole like so, and then stretching the body like this and holding the position. You're feeling a good stretch in the pectorals.
Yeah.
Also in the deltoids here, the front deltoid. Getting a good stretch here, and then after that, for about 30 seconds, performing on the next side. About 30 seconds, keep it feeling a good stretch in the pectorals. Holding the position when you feel a bit of tension. So holding for about 30 seconds on each side. So now Beth's going to perform
So,
like
this?
so. Yep. and then keeping cross, and then
Straight or
no,
bend?
you want to be coming a bit more cross, like so, like that. Yep, and then stretching the shoulder and the pectoral. You should be able to feel
it here.
in your pecs. Just
Yeah.
here. Yep, perfect. Beth's gonna hold this position for about 30 seconds, and then doing the other side. So, are you feeling a good stretch there?
Here.
Good stretch in the pectorals. Perfect. So switching to going to the other side. After about 30 seconds, she's going to move on to her next static stretch.
Cool, babe, just trying to push me. Push me off your arm.
Now Beth's going to perform the elliptical trainer. She's going to do the elliptical trainer for about 3 minutes, just to get a good cool down. Keeping a 2 to 3 RPE, nothing crazy, just for cool down.